Hey, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
It's Saturday. It's the 27th of February, and it's Messy Church. It's great to have you with us. And what's really exciting is we've got a new intro. Here we go. Online. That's our new intro. How cool is that? I have to say, massive thank you to George, who created the animation, something he learned during lockdown, a bit of 3D animation. Thank you. George is just over there. Thank you, George, for doing fantastic animation. And also thank you to James, who put all the music to it as well. And also Isaac right at the very end with online, which was awesome. Thank you, guys. And did you see all the really cool stuff there to spot? We had the slide and the bit from Bitten. We had the church. We had My Lighthouse. What else did we have?
We had Noah's Ark.
We had Noah's Ark. We had the Red Lion Pub, and a nice little thing in there for all the shed clubbers out there who I know sometimes watch this. We had the Green Shed Club container, which was great. So brilliant. Thank you very much for that. And if you enjoyed that, I think we'll probably show it right at the very end of Messy Church as well. So we've got some people commenting in already. We've got Haley. Hello from Nixon in Indiana. Hi guys. How are you doing? Great to see you. And who else have we got? Vicky, morning. Love the intro. Thank you, Vicky.
Morning.
Good to have you guys here. Awesome. If you're watching, feel free, write some comments in. Tell us who's watching. Tell us how you're doing. It's always good to hear from you. Right. So we've got a really good Messy Church this morning. We're going to be talking about feeding the 5,000, one of Jesus's miracles. And Adrian will be doing our reading a little bit later, and Nikki is going to give us our talk a little bit later on as well. Now, just to a few things to remind you, later on when we do the prayers, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of paper and a pen for the prayers later on. And also, are you ready for the first time ever we've done this online? We're going to be doing some baking live. It could go horribly wrong, but that's the fun bit about Messy Church. We don't know. So we're going to do some baking. Just a quick reminder, if you need it. These. Oh, sorry, Adele. These are the ingredients you're going to need for the baking a little bit later on. Okay. So there's 500 grams of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 310 milliliters of milk. Okay, so that's the ingredients you're going to need for later on. And also now is a really good time to turn your oven on. Preheat your oven to 190 degrees, which is also, if you're using gas, that's gas mark 6. So never had to do a temperature thing on Messy Church before. That's quite good. I feel like Jamie Oliver. There we go. 190 degrees for fan, or 190 degrees for fan, 210 degrees for normal, and gas mark 6. So there you go. Get your ovens preheated, and you want a baking tray or a baking stone in your oven as well, so that can get nice and hot. And yeah, we're gonna do some baking later. So it's February. It's February, which means it's time for our birthdays. Does anybody have a birthday in February? I know we certainly have a member of the team. Sue, where's Sue? There's Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Now, it was your birthday the other day, wasn't it, Sue?
It was, yes. I'm not saying how old.
No. No, it was your birthday the other day. So happy birthday to you, Sue.
You.
And I know Alex's birthday as well was the other day. So I guess we really need to sing to you, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone else has, I'm just looking at the comments. Let's just see some more comments. Oh, look, my mum. Hello, Barrendale. Hi, mum. And then we got Jenny. Hi from Evangeline, Bear, and Flat Bear. Hi, guys. Great to have you here. And from Dead. Hello, everyone. It's the start of another messy year. Well, technically, that was January, Dad. You're a month out, but there we go. But thank you for watching. Thank you for getting the viewership up. Right. If we're going to sing birthdays, I suppose we're going to need Mr. Bailey. Hello, James.
Hello.
Morning, James.
Good morning.
James, thank you very much for doing the music for the theme tune.
Oh, it was great fun.
It was really exciting. All the theme tunes now that are coming in, they're great. They're really cool. And I liked all your little sound effects.
I liked all the little things going through it, so I thought we should have sound.
The little koala.
Yeah.
And I like the hammering and the nails and stuff on the Shed Club.
Would you believe me if I told you that I recorded the church bells ringing for the end of it?
Did you?
No, they haven't rung in there. No, but yeah, we got the actual church on there that George drew over a Google Maps scan or something. I don't know what he did. He was up there for hours. But yeah, no, thank you very much, James. I'm gonna highlight you now, James.
Excellent.
There we go. And we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Sue. And and everybody else, and Alex, and everybody else who's got a birthday in February.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everyone. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
Happy birthday! Thank you, Sue. Thank you, James.
Happy birthday.
Right, let's just have a look at the comments. Happy birthday, Sue, from Jenny. And my dad, oh no, yeah, that was our 10th birthday in January, and this is the start of the 11th year. Yeah, you're right, Dad, as always. I'm wrong. This is the start of a new messy year. Our 11th year. Finished in lockdown, started in lockdown, but we're nearly at the end. We nearly got through this, which is really cool. Nearly got through it. And you guys are about to go back to school as well, coming Monday the 8th. So hopefully you're really excited about that. That's really good. You get back to see your friends and your teachers and be able to get into a little bit more normality, which would be fantastic. And hopefully one day soon, we'll see when it'll be, but hopefully one day soon we'll all be back together doing a messy church in the church, and that'll be fantastic. I can't wait for that. Okay, so we're going to have Adrian now. And let's bring Adrian on. Oh, there we go. Hi, Adrian.
Morning, Adrian.
Good morning, Barry. Good morning, Mel.
Now you're going to do our reading for us, aren't you?
I am, yes. Yeah, I'm quite interested. I feel like I'm on Jack and Nori for those of people of a certain age.
I loved Jack and Nori. That was awesome. So I'll over to you, Adrian, for our reading. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so today's reading we are taking from the Lion Storyteller book, Bible by Bob Hartman, and this story is called The Marvelous Picnic. It wasn't long before lots of people wanted to hear Jesus talk about God, and many more wanted him to make him well. So they followed him everywhere, from town to town, from city to country, and all the way back again. We need a rest, Jesus said to his friends one day. So they took a little boat trip across Lake Galilee, hoping to camp for a while in the hills beyond. But the people were so eager to see Jesus that they raced around the shoreline to meet him on the other side. Jesus was tired. But when he turned and saw the people following him up the hill, he stopped. They're like sheep without a shepherd, he said to his friends. They need someone to show them the way. So he sat himself down again, right then and there, and he started to teach. God loves you, Jesus said. He knows what's best for you. The most amazing things can happen when you trust in him. Jesus said a lot more than that. He talked all day, and by then the people were hungry. Philip, Jesus called to one of his friends, can you go out and buy some food for these people? Philip just laughed. There are more than 5,000 of them. It will take 6 months' pay to feed them all. Then Andrew, Peter's brother, spoke up. There's a boy here, Jesus, who has a little food, 5 loaves of bread and a couple of fish. It's not much, but it's a start. So it is, grinned Jesus, and he rubbed his hands together as if he were about to go to work. Make the people sit down in little groups. Tell them we're going to have a picnic. Jesus' friends looked at Jesus. They looked at the boy's little lunch. They looked at the enormous crowd. Then they looked at each other and shrugged. All right, they agreed. Whatever you say. Jesus smiled as he watched them go. Then he bowed his head, thanked God for the food, and started breaking it into pieces. The friends returned and began to pass out the pieces, and to their amazement, there was plenty for the first group, and the second group, and the third group, and then every group. Plenty for everyone. More than enough to go around, so much in fact, there were 12 baskets full of leftovers to take home. The people patted their tummies, struggled to their feet, wiped their crumbs from their mouths, and some even burped. But all Jesus' friends could do was stare. It's just as I told you, said Jesus. God can do the most amazing things. We all have to trust in him. Then he smiled at his helpers, popped a chunk of bread into his mouth, and started off for home. Amen.
Thank you, Agent. Sorry, we've never had anyone burp during a reading.
It's quite a skill to burp on cue.
that was awesome. Well, a lot of us men have that skill.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It is a
Lovely.
skill. Thank you very much, Adrian.
Not a problem. Lovely story.
Now you're going to be joining us with the baking, aren't you?
I am, yes. I've just got to do a quick camera rearrange and I'll be with you, mate.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you, Adrian. That's great.
All right.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Adrian, for that reading. Fantastic. What a picnic. Oh, yeah. I'd like to do a picnic. The weather's quite nice for a picnic. Maybe we'll do a picnic. I like that. Okay, right. We're going to do some baking now. Okay. So you're going to need a bowl to put your ingredients in. Let's just show the ingredients just in case you need a reminder. There is the ingredients. There's the ingredients there. So 500 grams of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 310 milliliters of milk. So I've measured out my flour, which is there. I'm going to carefully put that in so it doesn't go everywhere. There we go. Give that to my assistant. Thank you, George. And so that is my 500 grams of plain flour. Now I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Let's just try and open this. don't go everywhere. There we go. Okay, and just checking the comments here. Evangeline's saying, I can burp when I want. Awesome. It is a skill that not a lot of people appreciate, but it is also can be a little rude. So there you go. There's 1 teaspoon. And also James has commented. There's 2 teaspoons. James sent me a message to say that actually I was right about the years, but actually last month was the first of the start of the new Messy Church year, because we started on the January. So last month was the first. So I was right. Now we're going to have a teaspoon of salt. Okay, going to put that teaspoon in there. And then lastly, we're going to put the 310 milliliters of milk in. So I'm just going to turn that screen off. And I'm going to turn George on. There's George. And let's see who else we've got. Okay, so we've got Adrian. You're right there, Adrian?
Yeah, just about, I think.
And we got Joe.
Morning.
Right, so let's just put that there. So I'm just going to pour the milk in. And then get the wooden spoon and give it a mix. And I think we've also got Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hello. Katie's doing my baking.
Right, so we're going to give this a nice mix with the wooden spoon, and in a bit, I think we need to go in with our hands. So if anyone else is doing this at home watching, I'd love to know. Tell us how you're getting on.
Hi, Alex. She's got nurses. Do
you want to hold this camera? You don't.
So give it a good mix, and then after a while, it will start to sort of come together. Right, now is going to be the dirty, messy bit.
It is Messy Church after all.
Well, it is messy church. You're right.
Yeah.
Right now, you want to let's just see. Let's just see who else we've got. Let's just minus a few and then add. There's Bryony and Kevin. Kevin, they're mixing away.
I'm not very good at this.
We now need to bring this onto the worktop or whatever you've got. Okay, and then we're going to do a bit of kneading.
I need you so bad.
Look. All right, keep on with the kneading. Adele, do you want to bring, if you go there, you can click on.
What?
You click on Sue. Yep. Okay, we've got Sue there. You all right, Sue?
Yeah, ours is gluten-free, so it's taking a little bit more getting together.
Oh, okay. I did read something that this might not work with gluten-free flour.
Well, we're going to see, aren't we?
Well, yeah. So I'm just kneading away. It's all sort of come together. How are you doing, Adrian?
Yeah, all good. Sorry, I had to mute myself because I was just reminding someone we were filming.
How are you doing, Joe?
Yeah, all right. I needed a bit of extra flour because it was a bit wet, but I'm getting there now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all good.
It's coming together now.
My GCSE cooking skills are just coming back in. I remember doing this in the old food tech lab.
So because we're doing it gluten free, I did add some xanthan gum to ours as well.
So you want, once you've kind of kneaded it for a while, you want to squash it down, and this needs to be about 3 centimeters high. No taller than 3 centimeters, or it won't cook. So do it in a nice sort of circle.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
No more
Wonder how everyone at home is doing.
Huh?
Right, now let's just go back to so Adrian, you getting yours down to 3 centimeters?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, somewhere between 3 centimeters and 3 inches. Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to Joe.
Hello.
Joe, how's you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. My baking tray is more rectangular than large, so I'm doing mine a slightly different shape. There we go. But yeah, I'm all good.
That's all right. That's all right. That looks good. Okay, let's see Sue. Hey, Sue.
We've even measured it.
Very good. Okay, so okay, so now what you need to do is take a knife and you need to score or cut relatively deeply in a cross. There we go. And now, with the help of George, we're going to go over to the oven. So there is George. There is. Okay. So we're going to go over to the oven. Okay, so it's nice and hot in there. I'm just going to put that. Okay, so we've just put that into the oven. So we don't need that anymore. Have me there, and then there's Joe, Bryony, Sue, Adrian. So Adrian's not there. So Adrian must have gone into the kitchen that he's in. Bryony, how are you doing?
Yep, we just put ours in the oven.
Okay, so I'm now going to. This needs to cook for about 35 minutes. So Alexa, set timer for 35 minutes.
Which probably means you set it in everybody's houses.
Please set all of your digital systems a timer now. So
we set ours for 30 minutes.
35 minutes time, hopefully we will all have a nice loaf of bread. Sue, yours is in the oven? Awesome. Brian and Kevin, yours is. Joe, yours is.
Yeah,
And
mine's in.
Adrian, yours is in.
Mine is in.
Excellent.
And all we're going to get in 35 minutes is 5 Alexas all going beep, 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 beep.
Well, it'll remind us. So looking forward to this loaf. Right. Okay. Now, I'm all confused now. What is it now? We're going to have a song now. Let's find James. Hi, James.
Hello. I closed my eyes and it was just like Jamie Oliver. Oh, oh no.
The old Essex twang.
My internet. Oh dear, I've frozen.
You have frozen. That's all right. Do you want to whatever you need to do?
How odd. Oh, I think it's this new cable.
We've got a message there. Sue, hello, Hannah. So Hannah's watching as well. Hi, Hannah. Good to have you here. So we're just James is just trying to sort out his there we go. He's disappeared. I'm going to remove him and then I'll add him back and we'll see if he's there. But so while James tries to sort this out, just to let you know, the loaf is going to be ready in about 35 minutes. It won't go dark brown, okay? Don't expect it to go dark brown. It's only going to go a pale colour, okay? A pale golden colour. And also, it's meant to be eaten warm out of the oven. So you can take it out of the oven, let it cool down a little bit, but it's meant to be eaten warm. So it'll be hopefully just in time for lunch, which would be fantastic. Might have a bit of butter and jam on mine, I think.
And I can't eat it.
Oh yeah, no. Well, James is here. James is back. Hi, James.
Hi. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
The bread's looking good.
Hopefully so. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. So you are going to sing for us now, aren't you? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the words. And the first song, James, what we're going to have?
We're doing All Through History, which
All Through History
we did last time, I believe. I think that might have been the first time we did it.
I think we did, yeah. So looking forward to this, James. I'm sorry, I'm just still disorientated with all the stuff that's been going on. Okay, so James is going to sing for us. Boys and girls, on your feet, mums and dads, nannies and granddads, anybody you're sitting with, anybody who's watching, jump up and let's sing along to All Through History. Thank you, James.
Noah built the most enormous boat that kept the birds and animals afloat. The Lord was good, the Lord was strong, and Noah lived his life for him. Moses led his people through the sea to take them away from slavery. The Lord was good, the Lord was strong, and Moses lived his life for him. Oh, thank you, that all through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you, that you are just the same when it comes to me. When it comes to me. David fought Goliath and he won. A humble shepherd boy became a king. The Lord was good, the Lord was strong, and David lived his life for him. Daniel was inside a lion's den, but God brought him to safety once again. The Lord was good, the Lord was strong, and Daniel lived his life for him. Oh, thank you, that all through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you, that you are just the same when it comes to me. When it comes to me. died to take away our sin, so we could get to know our God again. The Lord is good, the Lord is strong, and we will live our lives for Him. Oh, thank you, that all through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you, that you are just the same when it comes to me. Thank you, oh, thank you, that all through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you, that you are just the same when it comes to me. When it comes to me, when it comes to me, when it comes to me.
Brilliant. Thank you, James. And with the magic of technology, we managed to clean up all the stuff while you were doing that song and do the words at the same time.
Incredible.
Absolutely. Thank you to George, who's in the background, who did all that. Thank you, James. We'll be coming back to you later for another song. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Right. Okay. So we've got the bread in the oven. We've got the timer set. We've had James, and now we're going to go over to Joe, who's possibly still going to be covered in flour. Hi, Joe.
I know I should have taken the apron off, shouldn't I? Never mind. No, I'm all good, all cleaned up. Same here, modern technology. Thank you, James. The time was perfect. So I'm all cleaned up. It's in the oven, and I also have an assistant here too.
Awesome. Over to you then. Thanks,
Thank you. Right, morning everyone. So going on the story that we've been listening to from Adrian, we are going to create our own fish from one. So all will become clear. You need to start with just a plain A4 piece of paper. Okay, just a plain A4 piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to move my camera now down so you can see what I'm doing rather than me. Right, so first thing you need to do is to fold your paper into 3 strips. They don't have to be accurate. So you've got 3 strips there. Okay. So I'm just going to then cut the strips up. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Roughly into 3. Water. Okay, right. I'm going to turn the cut down. We only need 1 at a time anyway. So once you've got your first strip, you need to fold it in half. And when you fold it in half, this bit probably does need to be a bit more accurate, but make sure you really press down on the crease. Okay, then fold it in half again. Again, really push down on the crease. And then 1 more time. It's a bit harder to push down on this one, but it can be done. Okay, and then open it all up. Well, there's my digital assistant now. Okay, so you can see you've got all these creases. So open it up. What we need to do now is to fold it, but we need to fold it backwards and forwards. I'm not quite sure the best way to do this. So if I do that way. So I'm going to fold on the first crease, and then I'm going to fold that way on the next. Then I'm going to fold that way, and then that way, and then that way, and then that way, and then that way. So if I open it very carefully, you can see it's a concertina. Okay, but you've used your creases to guide you. There you go, just like that. So keep it together. Okay, then you need to take a pencil, or I've got a pen, but a pencil, and we're going to draw our fish. Now you can draw your fish however you want to draw it. I've done some bigger ones, so I've done, if I show you on this one, clear enough, I think so. But you need to make sure it touches the edges, the long edges. It needs to touch. You also need to leave a bit of the edge that you don't sort of draw on. Can you see that? That I have drawn to here, and then I've started again here, and the same on both sides. Try and keep it the same place on both sides as well. Okay, And then I'm just going to draw my fish's tail. Like that. So it's really basic fishy, but it's really important that you do leave this bit here and here. Okay. So you could draw that. You could draw, there's another type of fish that you could draw. So I'll draw 2 so you can see a difference in case that one's not so easy. So you can draw one with sort of fins. And this, I'm not so good at keeping this one accurate. I might like make it a slightly thinner fish. And then we'll bring him out for his tail. Like that. There you go. So I've got 2 different types, but you can draw yours however you want to. Right. Now I might get my assistant here, find a pair of scissors and cut that one out on the lines. So I'm going to cut along our lines. Okay, very carefully. Make sure you hold the paper together all the time. And obviously make sure you don't cut all the way through. Yeah. Don't cut. You leave it joining on those sides. So here you've got, so just literally follow the lines that you've drawn. As long as you've drawn the lines right, you'll be fine. Okay. So in the story that Adrian read, he said about the fact the boy came up to Jesus and he only had a basket full of a few things, didn't he? He had 5 loaves and 2 fish. Well, we've got 2 fish. I've got one here. And my assistant has got another. He's just cutting it out. Oh. Okay, so I've got my 1 fish. The other one's on its way. I'm going to close the scissors so I don't do myself some harm. Okay, but Jesus turned these 2 fish and the 5 loaves into enough food to feed everybody. Thank you very much. Okay, so he made it turn into lots and lots of fish. Let's turn it over because we didn't like that. You see that? Oh, yeah, bring it back a bit. Smell the what? Okay, and then what you can do is you can then colour them in. So here's my one I made earlier. So I'll lift you back up now. Here's one I made earlier. So I've given them each a little eye, and I've coloured them in. I've given them some fins scale on the tail, and I've coloured them in, and I've given them a little mouth. And I've got some blue paper that I was going to stick them onto later. So I'll colour these ones in later. And look, from those 2 little fish, I've now got an awful lot more, just like Jesus created in the story. Enjoy. I can't wait to see your finished fish. Do post them later, and then we can see all the lovely colourful fish.
Joe, that was fantastic.
I love your fish, Joe.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on these ones. This is the one that I originally did, and I wasn't quite so keen on that. I do like these fatter ones, but you know,
very good.
All different.
I always worry when you do paper chain things that you've got either the folds right or you've cut it right, and then you just open it up and it just all falls apart. But that was brilliant. Thank you very much.
No worries. See you later.
We'll see your bread later on.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
See you later. Right, okay. That was Joe with a paper chain fish. As Joe said, if you've got, if you do any of these craft, please send them right here at barry@holysaviour.church, and then we can show them on BBC TV next week, or we can show them on Ignite on Wednesday as well next week. But also, if you manage to send some pictures in today of some of your craft you've done, we might be able to actually show it tomorrow on at church, which would be fantastic in our 10:30 service. So yeah, any of the crafts you make today, any of the baking you do today, send me some pictures and it'll be great to see. Right, okay, so we're now going to go back over to James for another song. Hey James.
Hello.
Did you ever go at the paper chain fish?
Baby fish. I did. I started it, but no, actually, I'm not going to show you. You remember what you said about getting the folds right? Yeah.
Sorry?
You know what you said about getting the folds right?
Yes.
Because when you cut it, otherwise, things fall apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And things fell apart.
I might need to go and rewatch that one.
Right, James, you're going to sing another song for us. Let me just get the music up. And there we go. Is this the one we're doing, James?
It is. It's
awesome.
A Messy Church classic. We haven't done it in a while.
We haven't done it in a while. Shall I get Adrian up as well, and then we can all do the actions?
Oh, brilliant!
There he is. Before he could run out of the room. So I might mute myself, and I don't know if Adrian wants to mute. And over to you, James, for the words. Remember, I have to do the actions and change the words, so this could be fun.
Or if you're not sure, Adele could do the words just so that you can fully concentrate on the action.
Yeah. Right, so boys and girls, on your feet, mums and dads, nannies and granddads, anyone you're sitting with, stand up, get your boogie shoes on, and let's have a dance. Thank you, James.
Love, I'll love you, Lord, forever. Love, I'll love you, Lord, forever. I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Oh, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Serve, I'll serve you, Lord, forever. Serve, I'll serve you, Lord, forever. I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Oh, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Praise, I'll praise you, Lord, forever. Praise, I'll praise you, Lord, forever. I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Oh, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Love, I'll serve, I'll praise you, Lord, forever. Love, I'll serve, I'll praise you, Lord, forever. I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Oh, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Oh, I'll do my best, I'll do my best. Oh, I'll do my best for you. Excellent actions.
That's hard on the table.
That's really hard doing it on the table.
Especially coordinating with your uncle.
Yeah, we bumped into each other a few times. Thank you very much, James. I've missed that song. We haven't done it in ages.
Yeah, I thought, given that we are starting the next year of Messy Church, it would be good to do a classic.
Absolutely. Let's keep with the classics. Maybe we'll bring that to church on Sunday one day. That'd be good. We could do it. Get everyone else doing the actions. Thank you, James. We'll be coming back to you in a little bit. Right. Okay. So that was James with I'll Do My Best. Great song, that I'll Do My Best. Love, serve, and praise. Absolutely. I'll do my best. Right. We're going to go over to Nikki now. Hi, Nikki.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki.
Thank you very much for doing our talk today.
That's all right. Thought I'd do something a bit different. Although when I told Lara that I was doing the talk instead of a craft, she was a little upset. She was like, "Oh, but Mummy, I wanted to help you with your craft." So she's helping me in a different way today.
Awesome. Thank you, Lara. Okay, Nikki, over to you.
Okay. So firstly, I just want to show you, this is Lara's fish, her first lot of fish from Joe's craft there. So she's busy working away next to me with her second set. So we might get a view of those in a minute. Okay, so this morning, obviously, we had the reading from Adrian about the marvellous picnic. So it's a story that you might have heard before. And it's traditionally called Feeding of the 5,000 because there were so many people there and they were fed with such a little amount of food as we had. Now, I don't know about you, but at the moment, as things are, the thought of having a picnic, and I'm glancing that way because that is the view out to my garden, and the sun is shining and the grass looks like it needs a cut, and the flowers are just starting to come out. We've got some lovely daffodils showing, but actually it is a perfect day for a picnic. The sky is so blue and there's not a cloud in sight, but actually the way things are at the moment, picnics just seem a little bit crazy, don't they? You know, we're in COVID and we're in lockdown and we can't do, you know, we can go for picnics, but our picnics over the last few months have been car picnics. So taking everything and then sitting in the car somewhere with a nice view and making it a picnic like that. So what do you think of when you think of picnics? So I jotted down some of the ideas that came to mind when I thought of a picnic, and I'm thinking picnic post the last couple of months where we've done car picnics. So having big open spaces, you know, like Netley Country Park, if anyone goes there, I'm sure you do. Lots of space, lots of room to run around and have fun and play and sit. Can you imagine this picnic though would have been lots of people on the bank of a river, all wanting the same thing, the hustle and bustle, you know, putting their rugs out. I've got my rug here. My beautiful assistant has got my rug, and anyone that knows me will know how cold I can get. So I definitely need a rug to sit and hug or pop around my shoulders to keep me warm, as well as one to sit on. Flapping it and watching it blow away as well. When you're trying to put it down, it goes everywhere but, doesn't it? And there's always a corner that gets folded up and you have to keep unfolding it. Normally, again, with picnics like today, the sun would be shining. And again, anyone that knows me will know the sun is my friend. So I thought, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna wear my sunglasses because it's sunny, it's a picnic, this is what we're imagining, okay? And just that hustle and bustle. I've also got my lunchbox. So got my food ready. That's for my fruit. I haven't put that in there, but I will do. Got my water bottle. So again, got my picnic and my apple. So excuse me if I get a bit bored of my own voice, I might just start my picnic early. I won't, I promise. Okay, so back to the story and the picnic that we're learning about today. So we've obviously heard from Adrian reading the story that Jesus had been traveling around, meeting lots of people and seeing lots of things. And sorry, I'm going to have to take them off and just put my normal glasses on so I can read what I've written. But actually, he had done a lot leading up to this, and he was tired and he was hungry. And I don't know about you, but when I'm tired and I'm hungry, I'm not the nicest person to be around. And I can safely say quietly that neither are my children. They can get a little bit upset and a little bit ratty, if you understand that word. So a little bit frustrated with everything and everyone. And I think that's quite normal. We're all the same. And it's, you know, it's quite natural. So Jesus, being, you know, human as he was, would have felt those same emotions, would have been getting angry and frustrated, and generally just feeling a bit like we do when we're tired and hungry. Yet he didn't say, no, it's more important that I eat, it's more important that I rest, I want to sit down, leave me alone, send away the people. Because we know, don't we, Jesus wasn't like that. He wanted to spend time with people and he wanted to be around people and you know, as he says before, you know, let the people come to me. So he said, okay, well, let's you know, stay, we're going to do this. He saw all these people that had come especially to see him and to see him teach and speak to and heal as well, it says, doesn't it, in the story at the beginning. So he stayed. He didn't go. He didn't, you know, say, well, actually, I'm more important. We need to do this for me. But he stopped and he said to his disciples, we are stopping, we are staying here, and I'm going to teach them. I'm going to teach these people, and I'm going to spend some time with them. So that in itself is, brilliant. He's stopped and he said, I'm going to spend time here. These people need me, and it's important. So he settles down, and as we read in the story, he tries to look for food. So a picnic isn't really a picnic without food. So you can understand that he was quite anxious, and a lot of the times that Jesus spent time with people, food was involved. So it's quite important, isn't it? So of course, when it happened that actually there's not enough food, we can't feed everybody, kind of panic stations set in then, didn't they? And they were like, oh, we need to find some food, we need to find food. So Jesus said, we need to find some food. The disciples said, right, okay, we've got a plan. We're just going to send some of the people away. Oh, sorry. My camera has lost. I hope you can still hear me. I'm going to try and see if I can get my camera back.
We can still hear you, Nikki.
Okay. Oh, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. I'm just going to keep going. Technical issues. Anyway, sorry, where was I? Yeah, Jesus said, no, we're not sending people away, which is what the disciples said. Well, if we send them away, we don't have to feed so many, so it's okay. He said, no, we're not doing that. The people can stay. We will feed them. So Jesus, again, he knew that God would provide. So he said to his disciples, I'm reading from the Bible, they do not need to go away. You give them something to eat. So there's the disciples then thinking, well, hang on a minute, how are we meant to do that, Jesus? Because we don't have enough food, yet you're telling us we will feed them, and we are going to do that. So I think they probably were a little bit panicked at that point when they realised that all they had was those few loaves and those couple of fish from that boy. So Jesus took the food, as we heard in the story, raised it up. Jesus gave thanks for the food, raised it to heaven, and blesses it, and gives it to the disciples to give out. Now, I realise Jesus was tired. We've said that already. I don't think that he was just being lazy when he asked the disciples to give the food out. I think actually what he was doing there was saying, you are my, chosen followers. You are the people that have, been with me and are learning from me. I'm, teaching you the ways of God and what he wants. And actually, part of that is that we give of ourselves. We are the people who we are used by God to give out blessings, give gifts to people, and obviously in this sense it was the food. So actually sometimes it's not about Jesus doing everything himself. He is actually using his disciples, and he continues to now use us to perform his miracles, to help aid that process of being able to actually touch people and really for people to know Jesus and God better. It's their first encounter, and we can be those people that actually help to offer that helping hand towards God and towards Jesus. So obviously again, as we see in the story, the baskets were overflowing at the end. And again, a couple of times in the Bible, it talks about how God's love is exactly like that. There is always enough, there is plenty, and it is abundant. And the same for those food baskets, although obviously a practical sign of the fact that there was so much food, actually it's a representation. Again, it makes us think about how much Jesus has to give us, how much God gives us on a daily basis, and actually how much we can take from him if we just trust. So again, key sort of takeaway is that God can do the most amazing things in our lives and for us and for those around us. All we have to do is trust him. and give those things over to him and say, actually, look, this is yours. You know, and this is for you to take action, and I will follow, and I will trust that what you ask me to do is what you want to happen. So a couple of things that I just thought we could take away from the reading today is that, as I said, God uses us, and actually it's important that we, as God's people, expect to be used to help fulfill his plans. He will always give us enough that actually, you know, those baskets were full and overflowing, and that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it's like now. That, as I said, God used his disciples. So again, we need to be ready and willing to, you know, provide and be part of that miracle work even now in these days and times, especially at the times as things go. So what I thought it might be nice to do, if you want to, there's no pressure, but what I thought it might be nice to do is actually to challenge people to keep a prayer diary. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just a notebook of sorts that you can write down some prayer requests or thank you prayers and sorry prayers, anything at all that you want to talk to God about, and actually to then reflect on it and see, okay, well, actually God did listen. He was listening, and he heard, and he's acted on that. It might not happen in the way that we always expect or would like it to happen, but actually it does still, you know, happen in God's time and in God's way. And my only other final thought was simply that being that the weather is so beautiful, actually it is a bit chilly, but I have my blanket. But do you know what? It is a perfect opportunity for us to plan and prepare and set a date, put a date in the diary with your friends or your family for when we are allowed to see each other and do picnics, and the weather is better as well, which will help. Actually put something in the diary, because it's lovely to have something to look forward to and to plan for. So yeah, 2 things to take away. Maybe keep a prayer diary if you want to, but take time to reflect on it afterwards. And yeah, plan a picnic with your friends and family and have something to look forward to. And that's it from me.
Thank you very much, Nikki. That was awesome.
Hey, sorry about the interruptions at various.
That's okay. We get it all the time. We've literally just had the doorbell go, so you know.
There you go. I kept talking long enough to avoid that one.
No, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, Nikki. We'll see you soon.
No worries.
Right. So I think we're going to go over to James. However, I believe the timer is just going to go off in the next few seconds. So let's just get James. Hello, James.
Hello.
Now, I've now got the dog trying to get up here as well. It's all going on here. I'm just going to mute myself and then ask the digital assistant how long to go. Wow, we've got 40 seconds left, James, which let's just go over.
I can play really quick.
We're going to get it out in the 40 seconds just to make sure that it doesn't burn. Let's see Joe. Hi, Joe. You ready shortly?
Yeah, I think so. Our digital assistant is literally about to go off as well. In fact, there is echo. Stop.
Oh, no. Alexa, stop. Right.
Didn't set mine off, so well done.
Oh, my assistant has got it. Hang on. There you go. Go on then. There you go.
We're nearly there.
Hey!
Wow.
Who's made fish?
No, but you're on
Right.
screen.
Sue,
Now,
that's beautiful.
I'm gonna just turn you off a minute, just so it doesn't go funny. So hang on a minute. There we go. And then we'll put George on. And right, let's see how we're doing. Okay, so here we go. Oh, wow. I've got a dog. Okay. So here we go. To test if it's ready, should sound hollow. There you go.
That looks very impressive.
I'm liking the look of that. Let's see. Let's go to Adrian.
Ooh,
Hey,
wow.
Adrian.
Ooh.
Looking good.
Adrian's looking good. Oh, I think you're muted, Adrian.
There we go. Sorry,
That
wave
looks
the
good, mate.
thing round. I have to come down to the cake because but yeah, that's mine. It's not looking too bad.
It looks all right. I reckon what we'll do is we'll sing the song, then we'll come back, or maybe we'll have the prayers, and then we'll come back when they've cooled down a little bit, and we can try them.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Adrian. We'll go to Brian and Kevin. Brian and Kevin, how are you doing?
Yes, we think ours is all right. We're having a bit of discussion about whether it needs longer in the oven.
Okay. Well, you could always try. And let's thank you very much. That's looking good though. It's a nice size. Let's go over to Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, there's mine back now. So yeah, we're hollow.
Awesome. Looking good.
I've even
Right.
been given a bowl of soup to go with it.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome.
Lovely.
Well, thank you, Joe. We'll come back to you later for some tasting.
These all look
over to
amazing.
Sue.
Ooh,
Well,
gluten-free.
it's gluten-free, it's cooked, and it's got a good shape.
It has got a good shape. Nice thick
It's
cut.
sure got the flavour.
Like the cross in the middle, very
Well-
clear.
We will come back for a taste test.
I'm going to get jam.
Yes. Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sue. See you in a bit. Now, James,
Yes.
I've just realised that it's actually Adele's craft before you.
You got me all excited, ready to play.
I know, but at least you got to see some bread.
I know, and
but-
it's made me very hungry. I do
Well,
like
thank you,
freshly
James.
cooked food.
We will come back to you though. See you in a bit. Right, it's actually Adele, so I'm going to take the dog because. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you if you can see that. We're going to make another fish today, but it's a rainbow fish. Can you see the different colours that we're going to go through to make the scales? So what you're going to need is either some card or paper. You can either have it white or you can find a colour piece like I've got. I've got blue here. And then you're going to need some different pieces of paper. Either you make some, you might be able to find some colour card like I've got here, or you might have to cut some strips and colour them with some colour pencils or whatever you've got really. Okay, so I'm going to start off. So that's what you're going to end up with. So first of all, you need to start off with your piece of card or paper, and you're going to use a pen or a pencil to draw your shape of your fish. So I don't know whether you can see. I'm going to see if I can draw my fish. So I'm going to draw some eyes, some big eyes on mine, but you can obviously draw your own a face. So there are my big eyes. I'm going to have some lips as well, look. And then a smile. We're going to have a smiley fish. And a bit like Joe's shape, mine's a bit of a rounded fish. Okay, so there we are. My little fish shape. But you can do whatever. Fish come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, and then we're gonna, to do the bit in the middle here, we're gonna have to create some holes. So we're gonna use some scissors and to cut some holes in the fish. Okay, so the best way I've decided to do that is you get a ruler and a pencil and you draw some lines across your fish. So I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to draw 6 lines across my fish like this. Try not to get too near the face or too near the tail at the back, because you don't want when you're cutting, you don't want your fish to fall apart. So there's the lines. You see the lines going across. Now for this bit, you're going to need to cut those lines. So because they're in the middle of the fish, they're quite difficult. Okay, because it's not like just cutting around it. So first of all, we're going to cut around it, cut around the shape. So you get your scissors. You might need to, if you're not very able to use scissors or you're not confident with scissors, you might just want to get someone to help you with this. But it is literally just cutting round your shape. So as long as you're confident with scissors, and obviously you're keeping safe, then just cut around the shape like I'm doing. Try and do it as quick as I can. Obviously, if you make a more complicated shape, then it's obviously going to be more complicated to cut out. So obviously, I've got some little complicated tail at the back. But if you wanted to make it quite simple, then you could just do a triangle maybe at the back for the shape of the tail. Don't have to make it as complicated to cut out as I've done. Okay, so that's my shape of my fish. Okay. Put that to one side. So there's your shape of your fish, and you've got your lines going down. Now, the easiest way I've decided of being able to do the cutting in the middle is halfway between each of the lines. So and they're going across ways. Is you kind of fold your fish. So you kind of fold your body, not the tail bit, but the body. If you can see that. In half, so that your line, so you've got a line going down, a fold going down halfway between the lines. Then you get your pair of scissors and you cut.
Do you want to do one and then I'll show to the camera?
Yeah, so you cut, and it just allows you to cut in the middle.
There you go.
And then do you want to open it up, Barry, and show them what it looks like?
When you open that fish up, you've then got
a cut.
You've got a longer cut. There you go.
Okay. So it just allows you to kind of cut in the middle of the body, which would be really hard otherwise. Okay, so you do that for all of your cuts. I'll do it really quickly, but you need to be taking some time to make sure that you don't either cut through your fish or cut through your fingers, obviously. That would be a nightmare. So once you've got all of your lines, you should have, can you see? You've got lots of little lines.
There you go. They're all cut there.
Okay. And then with your other bits of paper or your coloured bits of paper, you need to cut out some. So I've got some jazzy bits of paper here. So you need to cut out some thin strips like this. Okay, and I'll cut an orange one as well. So if you put them together, but you can colour them or cut all different colours, whatever you've got really. So I've also got some glitter. I've also got some glitter strips.
And the glitter's all coming off as well.
But I found that it usually works better if you've got card, because it's quite difficult to thread them through. Because I'm going to do it really quickly, I've prepared earlier in Blue Peter style some different coloured shiny card. Okay. So what we need to do is get your bits of paper or card that and then you need to weave them in and out of your holes. So if you can see, you go up the first hole like that and in through the second hole, and then up through the next hole and in through the next hole, and you carry on until you're right at the end, and then you push it through, and then you've got one piece pushed through, and you can see that you've weaved it in and out, so it goes up one and down the next one. Okay, when you've done one, you can continue to do all of them, but you've got to make sure that your next one, if you've gone up the first kind of hole, you need to go down, so you can get kind of a pattern across. Okay, so because I went up the first hole, I'm going to go down the next one. Now this gets quite tricky because you've got to then push the hole up, and it gets trickier as you go along. So I'll do one really quickly. So I'm going up, down this time, and you repeat right until you get to the end again. If you find this a bit tricky, then you might need to again get somebody to help you. And then you push that as far as you can towards the end, towards the other one. Okay, if you're finding it a bit difficult to get them, you can push along with your ruler, get your ruler and push it along. So you should have that. So if you can see, you've gone in and out one and then in and out the other, or out and in the other. So you do, and then you carry on until you've gone through your whole, until you've filled up your whole line. So that depends on depending on how many bits of paper you need, is depending on how big your fish is and obviously how big your cuts have been. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'll end up with 3 on mine, but you can do, oh yeah, see, I've already gone wrong. Barry's just told me I've gone wrong. But you can do, depending on how big your fish is and how thin your pieces of card are that you've cut, you can have as many as you want, really, to however many you can fit in. It does get more tricky towards the end because obviously your holes are a lot smaller. Okay, so we're going to end up with 3. Now, I've left quite a lot of room. If you can see, I've left quite a lot at the top and at the bottom. Okay, and this is because we're going to make the top and the bottom fins. So if you can see on the one we've done before, I've cut them. So I've left the shape and I've cut them at the end and at the bottom. So if you can cut them into like a triangle shape, then you can make them look like fins. So you just get your scissors and you cut straight up through them and straight through them at the bottom. And there we have it. One little fish. Now I've made another one earlier. Now Barry's really regretting me doing this because I used a glitter paper. You might not be able to see glitter paper. And I've used some glitter strips, and the glitter is, I did assure him that it wasn't coming off, but unfortunately it is coming off all over the table. So, and he doesn't like glitter. So there we are. I'm not holding that one. So there we are, my 2 little fish. And if you wanted to make a mobile out of them, you could always make more mobiles and string them up, and then you've got a mobile of fish.
Brilliant. Thank you, Adele. So again, guys, if you make any of these fish, we'd love to see them right here. Email barry@holysaviour.church and we'll get to show everybody all of your fantastic creations. Right, over to James. There you go, James. Right, you're going to sing for our last song first, James. Let me just. You're not
going to cut me off this time.
I won't cut you off this time. Right, here we're going to do Shine. Let's get Adrian on again. If you say it quick enough and turn him on, he can't get out of the room. So we're gonna. I'm gonna mute as well, and then we'll do the actions. So boys and girls, on your feet, mums and dads, nannies and granddads, anybody you're sitting with, jump up and let's sing along with James to Shine. Thank you, James.
Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. You know me and you love me, you fill me, so send me to shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. You know me and you love me, you fill me, so send me to shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Know me, love me, fill me, send 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 me to shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me.
Brilliant. Thank you, James. Thank you, Adrian. That was great. Thank you, James. We will see you. We'll possibly see you tomorrow at church, maybe.
Thanks, James.
But have a great rest of the day, and take care. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right. Okay. So that was James. We're now going to go over to Bryony and Kevin. Hi, guys.
Hello.
And you're going to do our prayers for us.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much, guys. I'll let you do it.
Okay. Well, in our prayers today, we're going to think about the fact that in the story, Jesus gave the people what they needed. They were hungry and they needed something to eat, and Jesus gave them some food. So if you've got a piece of paper, what we're going to do is draw two fish. And you should be really good at drawing fish because you've seen Nikki and Adele doing it already. So they just need to be really simple fish for this. So I'm just going to do one big sort of oval shape and one sort of tail. The important thing is you need enough space to draw something inside. So just a quick fish like that, and you can always decorate them later. And then another fish down near the bottom on you as well. Okay, so two really simple fish. And in the first fish, we're going to think about something that you'd like to ask God to give you, something that you need help with. So it might be a physical thing, or it might be a situation. It might be something like you're a little bit, you may be looking forward to going back to school, but maybe you're a bit worried as well about it because you've got used to being at home. Or it could be anything that you would like God to help you with. And in the second fish, it's something for somebody else. So I was thinking this week I'm having a few computer problems at work. So I might draw a computer on my first fish. And in my second fish, I'm thinking about my brother and his family who are hoping to move. So I'm going to draw the flats that they live in at the moment. And I'm going to pray for them. So while you do that, Kevin's going to play a song for us, and you can use that time to draw your two fish, something for you and something for other people. So let's pray together. Lord Jesus, thank you that you care so much about us. Thank you that you care about the things that we need. We bring the things that we need to you now and ask that you will help us in those situations. And we pray for the other people that we're thinking about today. And we ask that you will help them and give them the things that they need. And everybody said, Amen.
Thank you very much, guys. That was lovely and great playing. Thank you, Kevin, for that as well.
Thank you. Nice to see you all.
Take care. Bye. Right. Okay. It's we've come to the end of our messy church. So just to see, I just saw on the comments, it was Barry Clark is watching. It was Barry Clark's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Barry. Hope you had a good birthday. I won't ask you how old it was yesterday, but Barry, one of our messy church team who comes in and normally helps out when we're actually in church. So happy birthday, Barry. Right. So it's now we're just gonna taste our bread. So let's get our other people on that have made bread. Here we go. Hi guys, you all right?
Hello.
I'm just gonna cut I haven't cut mine yet.
Hello.
It smells all right. How's yours looking?
Ours is lovely with butter and soup.
There we go. That's looking all right.
All I can say is mine's gluten free.
I'm going to try a little bit of mine with my little bit leftover of Christingle marmalade.
Ooh, very good.
But keeping with the theme for lunch, I'm going to have it with some sardines.
Nice one, Adrian.
That's George. If you come and shop, George. Well, this is just like the end of a normal messy church when everyone's having a lunch.
Awesome.
No homemade cakes though. Adele's not eating today, so Adele's not going to try it. So here we go. So let's try. You know what? For a loaf of bread that you can start and finish in 40 minutes, that's not bad.
No.
I think it'd be longer than you.
Very good. Right. So, guys, if you're watching at home, if you've made one of these loaves of bread, please send me a picture in at barrettholysavior.church. And I would love to be able to see all the different bits of all the bread you've made. Fantastic. If you missed the ingredients and whatever, it's on the advert for Messy Church, so you can find that. So thank you guys all for joining us. I'm going to see you later, but I'll remove you so I can just do the few notices. So see you later, guys. Thank you very much for this morning.
Bye-bye.
Right, so thank you guys for joining us at Messy Church today. Hope you had a great time. Let's just see on the comments. Vicky's saying ours taste good too. Awesome. Don't forget to take a photo before you finish it off and send it to me. I'd love to see it and be able to show it. Thank you very much for taking part in that. Just to let you know, our next Messy Church will be the 27th of March. And then also check out our Facebook page for all the adverts and everything about that, so you can keep up to date with what's going on. Next week, Tuesday and Thursday, because you guys are going back to school the week after, Tuesday and Thursday next week will be our last BBC TV, the last Bearded Barry's Church television. Hopefully, in a positive way, not a sad way, but hopefully it will be the last time we do BBC TV in some shape or form, because schools will be back to starting. So hopefully that will all be good. But on Wednesday, we will continue Wednesday afternoon at 3:30 with Ignite, our after school club. And if you watched Ignite this week, you would see that we've picked our challenge already for next week. And if you'd like to take part in that challenge, me and Adrian are going to do this. You need 4 plastic beakers like this, and you need 4 ping pong balls, okay? And you'll line all four cups up, and you'll put a ping pong ball in each cup. And the idea is you have to blow the ping pong ball out of the cup. You can hold the cup to the table and keep it still, but you can't do anything else. You have to blow the ping pong ball out of the cup. And it's how quickly you can blow all 4 ping pong balls out of the cup. It's not easy, but that's the challenge. So we're going to be doing that on Wednesday. You guys can do that at home. You can send videos in with your times, which would be fantastic for us to see. And maybe we'll even get some of you up live on the screen at the same time, like the team have been doing today. And we can have a go at that as well. So that's fantastic. And then also to remind you that our children's group on the 1st and 3rd Sundays of the month, called The Furnace, is on. So join us for that. That's to join that, you have to go on Zoom. So if you want more details about the Furnace children's work we do, send me an email right here at barry@holysaviour.church, and I'll let you know how to join that. Last week we did it, and we had 36 children, which was fantastic. It was chaos with all the Zoom going on, but we had 36 children, and it was fantastic. That's at 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday. And so that's it all from us. So thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of the day. Hopefully see you at church tomorrow at 10:30. But yeah, just from us, goodbye, stay safe, and take care. See you later. Bye.